cross legs? What are we doing? We being ladies now? Now are we being
I mean, because I got pants on.
And look how you sat down too. You're like,
no aura, right? Okay, let me get it together.
let me put this over
Ooh,
here.
let's hide it. Let's hide. Wait a minute. Ooh.
Okay, sincerely.
Yes. Tia. Oh, girl, I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
I mean, you give me goosebumps because I met you just like almost a year ago. And I feel like I've been supporting you, and I know you seen me supporting it, and I love when you just comment back. You're just that soulful person. I appreciate you, and I make sure I had to say this on camera. Child, thank you so much. I told you from the beginning I wanted you to be my mentor.
Are we about to cry up here?
Girl, we are.
What are we doing? I don't know if I'm ready.
But I told you before that I wanted you to be my mentor, and I stand to that. To watch you go from everything that you went through, from going from Radio 1 and you know all those attributes, because I'm there now. But you know, hey, shout out to
Always follow her.
Oh,
On the beat, on the pulse, everything.
oh my God! But now it's about you. And so tell people a little bit about yourself.
Well, first and foremost, I don't appreciate that you almost set me up to cry.
No, wait, who would do that?
To get an exclusive Denzel tear.
Oh, wait a minute.
But yeah, thank you so much for having me. And I remember our conversation. I loved how exuberant you were and still are today. And that carries a lot of weight because I see your passion and that really resonates. So of course, I mean, to me, a lot of people ask me to be a mentor, and while I can break people off and I love doing that, I also like to glean.
Yes.
So there are certain things that I'm expecting of you to teach me also. That's what you call a relationship.
Ooh.
And communication. So I live by that. So yes, thank you.
Yes, okay.
Thank you.
So look, let's get closer.
Well, you did ask me about myself.
Yeah, so
like, okay.
yeah, I know, but I appreciate that. Thank you. This is coming from Tia Smith, okay? Y'all, we gonna get further into it because we here for her for real, okay? And the hair. Okay, we'll go ahead. Okay, go ahead, Tia, it's yours.
Well, Tia Smith,
Yes.
I've been in television and film for about a good 25, 26 years now, and I love it. I've always loved it. I've grown up latchkey kid, and you know, after you got home from school, you did your homework and you sat out, you know, the chicken or the meat before Mama got home.
Because if it wasn't there.
Oh, there's a problem.
Okay.
It's a problem. What were you gonna do?
Right.
And you did not want to know.
Right.
Shout out to Gail Smith. And so, yeah, I just dove into television and those things that were on TV, and I just loved it all and consumed it. And you know, there wasn't a lot of presence and or representation of us, and only in certain formats, to which I looked at. But I also wondered about just being a young black woman wanting to see myself more. And I didn't really see a lot of that until the age of Oprah.
Ooh.
You know, so with that, I believe at that time everyone wanted to have their own talk show, and it was priming up around when I was going to college. And I looked at schools for communication, got into Syracuse, got into Ithaca, a host of other places, and I just remember being accepted to Syracuse, and you had to learn theory for 2 years. I couldn't get on the equipment for 2 years.
Wow.
And Ithaca provided me to get on. It was a brand new school, Roy H. Park School of Communication.
Nice.
And I just loved it. I got entrenched. I was on the radio, you know what I mean? Broke a lot of music, listened to a lot of different types of music, programmed it, got cameras, and just really immersed myself in film and television, and graduated and had internships. And the internships, I stayed in touch with people, with KISS FM to BET, and then so right after college, I get an entry job at BET, and I work my way up, and my mentor becomes in charge of everything, and then kind of pulls me up out of this entry job. It was very like pseudo Cinderella. But you know, and then I just did what I do, which was created shows and decided what hits air. So that was my early interaction with both creative and corporate that I learned very early, 24, 25, right out of school. And then after that, I said, you know, this is wonderful, BET. I've done a lot of different things. I want to see what's up with New York and LA and other places. And I sent my stuff to Paramount, and Behind the Music, VH1, hit me back 2 weeks later like, kid, you're good, we need you in 2 weeks. So I left, moved to New York, and I was just working with them everywhere. And just really, again, immersed myself as a producer and a director. I did do some music videos back then.
Can you drop one?
What?
A video, like, who did you direct?
Oh, I directed, I directed this brother named Frederick that was out of Florida. I directed a few U2 videos at VH1. Some of their multicam interactions. So like, I've never really wanted to be put in a box. So while I did things that were us, I also did, you know, rock and country and all these other formats because I just love music. So
I mean, that's important though. Because people seem to think that if you do, what's that saying? One monkey, one star, one show.
Yeah,
something like that, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you don't. I'm not a monkey, you know.
Yeah, we're not monkeys.
But we ain't gonna stop no show, you know. So just keep doing what you do. Okay, but we're gonna go into these questions because she already been.
Oh my gosh.
She been prepped a little bit.
I know. I try to be spontaneous because I want to.
Yes.
You know.
Well, because you know, I think we can go either way.
I'm very scared. Right
We're gonna work that. Okay. So you know, let's go for one of them. And so the world is changing. And the traditional executive producers like yourself, and writers and talented actors and content creators, how are you currently maneuvering through that whole entire process?
It is quite disruptive what's going on in the industry. I mean, there's a lot of contractions. People are pivoting and finding their way out of survival and, or like I said, just discovering something that they didn't know that they had, or a new passion point. But it is very, very disruptive, and that's not to be taken lightly. So I don't know. I've lived through 35 millimeter, 16 millimeter, digital video, cards. AI is here now. I think that you need to learn it and you need to find your way in it. I'm not concerned about those traditional roles because they'll still be picked up. I mean, when you do production, that's the reason why there's so many different departments.
Yes.
Because there needs to be lanes, there needs to be specificity and excellence in each department. So I don't think they'll be collapsed. The skill set will transfer.
Okay.
And those things will be necessary to still do production and create good work.
Yeah.
For me, anybody can create content. You know, that's just product. I don't even really like the word, actually. It's extremely sterile.
Yeah.
But for me, it's truly about the differences if you can storytell. And that's that emotional tap-in. That is that concerted intentionality that makes you remember a character. It recalls something for a viewer. You can't stop binging. You know, that is storytelling. And I don't knock content creators because it's something about, you know, being very intentional about that also, how you connect with the audience in efforts of sometimes quantity over quality, or sometimes there are those that have the quality too. But I do know that for me, what I am resting in and what I really live in is the storytelling aspect of that resonance, that emotional equity that can be bought and that can be transferred to a viewer that sticks and stays here.
Yeah.
That's what you remember.
I mean, it's just like watching an old show, right? Because I can watch, I mean, we're going to talk black. Good times, okay?
Yes.
You can.
Ain't we lucky we got them.
Standing in a
I've got to watch you because it's going to be a whole nother interview. And I'm here for it, but we have to stay focused. Please.
We are. Okay. So, so you know, but it's, honestly, you know, the person that generated it, even though the individual was not of us, right? The storytelling makes you still want to go back and watch it.
Yeah.
So that's why it's, you know, it resonates to what you're saying, that as long as someone can tell a good story, someone will always want to go back and look at it again.
Absolutely.
It's just like having these movies that are out here that I can watch Uncle Buck 50 million times, say the words, so Uncle Buck 50 million times.
Yeah.
Because the storytelling piece is so resonate. You can resonate with it.
Yes.
And I love that. I love that you say that because a lot of times people can make content, like you said, but is it worth binging?
Right.
Ooh.
Or t-shirt, one or the other. You need to get on it.
I need to get something. Ooh. Right at the intermission.
Multiple streams.
Hey.
Today and forever.
Ooh.
Sorry. Focus.
Received. Okay. So, I mean, I'm just gonna go to the air, okay? Because this is what I'm here for. We're not even gonna go.
Oh, off script.
Off script.
Off script.
We want to know about the Heir. You know, let's plug this because I want you to talk about something that's near and dear to your heart because this is your baby.
It's my baby.
Your money, your dollars,
Listen.
your time, your writing, your story, your behind the scenes story. This is yours. So I want you to take the time now to tell people about it and tell them about this Saturday because I'm going to drop this soon.
Oh,
Because I want people to.
No evergreen. You're like, I got the storytelling, and I'm gonna do this.
Hey,
I love it.
That's how it's supposed to be done.
I love it.
At the end of the day, come on, tell us, Tia.
Okay, so I was getting into my story and letting you know all the places that I've been as far as an executive and a producer and a programmer.
Yeah.
It's been wonderful, and I still consult. There's never an issue with that. I cannot not produce in my head. But along the way, like I said, I've always directed, but I'd never directed scripted. I've done multicam, documentaries, field producing, commercials, PSAs. And I knew that when I left this last network that I was at, that I wanted to start to build with independence and people and content that I wanted to do. And that was my passion point. And it's been 7 years now that I rebooted my production company to do so.
Nice. Shout out to your production company.
Hey, talentedSOL Productions, and now Heir Entertainment.
Yes.
So I just knew that I wanted to do things on my own terms, and that